Many times during the development life cycle, it's required to be able to view the active thread of an application running in order to see the performance of how it's running and maybe interrogate the SQL that's executing to make sure that it's running at the proper levels of optimization. This can be done very easily with Chorus via the investigator. We're going to be able to very easily to access active thread information with very minimal knowledge of the mainframe or having to worry about having to navigate complex 3270-based performance monitors. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on Start New Investigation to connect to a DB2 subsystem. We're going to select the desired subsystem that we wish to connect to. In this example here, I'll be connecting to my version 10 subsystem. And for this example, what I'm going to be doing is selecting Application Performance. The Application Performance tab is going to show me all information related to active applications. So what I can do from this level now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select to display plans that are active out there running. And then I'll be able to identify my application and be able to zoom in and actually view the SQL and optionally even explain that SQL just with a few clicks of the mouse. So here I have my display of all my active thread information. By default, the display is going to show the most resource-consuming applications at the top. So you can see here I have a plan name called DSN Rex, consuming the majority of my resources. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on that particular thread. And what I'll be able to do is get the detailed information for that specific thread very easily. So once I have a thread highlighted, you'll see along the bottom you get the tabs breaking out the detailed information related to that thread. Example, maybe I need to view the type of locking activity that's going on for that particular application. The other options I have is over on the right here under my actions is I can optionally say I want to select the dynamic SQL. I want to view the SQL activity for this particular plan. So here now what I can see is the total counts of SQL that are running out there. I'll be able to see the type of SQL and then again be able to interrogate this by drilling in even further. So here I can see all my SQL statements for this particular application. And again, I can just simply click on a particular SQL statement, again, to get additional details as they relate to that specific SQL. So now I can see along the bottom here, I have the expanded window showing the complete SQL text of the SQL. I can see all my get page information, other related performance information to help me gauge whether or not this particular SQL statement is running the way I expect it to run. Now what I can also do is I can go down to the next level by selecting Dynamic SQL Text. Now from this display I can select my SQL and I can then actually launch it into the explain if I wish to actually explain the SQL and analyze the access path. So as you can see, it's very easy for me to identify my applications that are running out in DB2, access the detailed information I need as a developer to be able to tune this application and be sure that it's running optimally. So here what we see is our explain output. So again, I can analyze my access path very simply and also optionally look at my rules and recommendations to get recommendations on ways that I could possibly tune this SQL. So again, a very useful tool for the developer in helping them optimize their applications.